Shalom, good afternoon to everybody. We find a very interesting piece in the Zohar Kadosh in Parshat Toldot, Kuf Lamed Zayin in the Midrash HaNe'elam. It says over there that regarding reproduction, the person having children, in this world, we know how we have children. We know everything how it works. But in the world to come, it's a little bit different. What does that mean? Because it says, right, that the Chazal tell us that when Mashiach will come, the Yetzer Hara will be eliminated, it will be destroyed. So therefore, right, there's not going to be any Yetzer Hara, no Satan, no angel of death, all these things are going to be eliminated. So then the question arises, what's going to be with reproduction? How are people going to have children? Because we know, right, from the Gemara Masechet Sanhedrin, that reproduction is a product of the Yetzer Hara. A person has to have Yetzer Hara in order to reproduce. If there's no Yetzer Hara, there's also no reproduction as we know it today, in the manner that we know it today. So the question is, if that's the case, how will reproduction occur in the time of the world to come? So it says Zohar Kadosh something amazing. It teaches that even though the Yetzer Hara will be eliminated, and it's not going to be in the format that we know today, but there's still going to be some semblance of that left over, some little remnant of the Yetzer Hara. What does that mean? That this Yetzer Hara will be something actually good. What does that mean? There will be just enough of the Yetzer Hara that a person is able to reproduce and procreate. This is the idea. So there will be enough left over that a person can have children. And this Yetzer Hara is actually something very good. So the Zohar Kadosh asks the question, if that's the case, right, that there's also going to be Yetzer Hara for reproduction in the world to come, so then what's the difference between this world and the next world? It's probably the same thing. How do we have any difference? So the answer is Zohar Kadosh, not the same thing. Why? Because the Yetzer Hara that's going to be in the future is not going to be like what we have today. Today, it's a constant, ongoing phenomenon, the Yetzer Hara, always bugging you, always disturbing you. You have all the time coming into your head and giving you all kinds of thoughts. So it's a 24-hour-a-day battle with the Yetzer Hara to stop it, to control it. But in the world to come, says the Zohar Kadosh, it's not going to be like that. What does that mean? That it'll be just enough to reproduce. That time that a person has to have reproduction, it'll come in, it'll kick in, the Yetzer Hara. What does that mean? This Yetzer Hara is actually going to come from Hashem. There's no more Satan over there. There's no Satan. So the Yetzer Hara is going to be like something that Hashem is going to turn it on. Like, switch the button, turn it on, and use it for reproduction, only for that purpose. Otherwise, the rest of the time, the rest of the moments that we have in our day, the Yetzer Hara will not be present at all. It'll only be present at the time of reproduction so we can reproduce. That's the only time that we're going to have the Yetzer Hara in the world to come. Interesting. Okay, this Zohar is a very nice piece, but it seems to contradict what we find in the Gemara, in the Talmud. It says in Masechet Brachot, Yud Zayin Amud Aleph, it says over there, comes Rav and teaches us, Rav, that in the world to come, what's going to be? He says over there, there's no eating there, there's no drinking there, and there's no reproduction, there's no procreation. So if that's the case, right, it seems to contradict what we find in the Zohar over here. So Zohar says that there is some kind of limited form of Yetzer Hara there, which facilitates reproduction, but it's going to be a different format altogether, as we said. But according to this Gemara that we find in Brachot, it seems to be that there's no Yetzer Hara at all in the world to come. There's nothing. There's no procreation at all. So the question is, right, is there a way to solve this problem, to reconcile these two opinions, or are they diverging, right? So it seems to me that there's no problem here. There's a way to reconcile everything. What does that mean? That the Gemara in Masechet Brachot is talking about what? It says it's talking about Olam Haba. So regarding Olam Haba, really the truth is, right, Olam Haba is a later stage. We're not talking about times of Mashiach. When Mashiach comes, the Yetzer Hara will be destroyed, right, it will be eliminated, and the Zohar Kadosh is talking about that time where Mashiach will come and the Yetzer Hara will be eliminated, so there will be some limited form left over for the sake of procreation. But the Gemara is talking about a later stage, right, which is Olam Haba, something past that period of time of Mashiach. So there, it's going to be different. What does that mean? There's not going to be any procreation. There's not going to be any Yetzer Hara. There's not going to be any of that physical stuff going on. Eating, drinking, procreation. It's going to be everything spiritual. It's all going to be in the mind and the soul, not physical. Even though we will have a physical body, the physical body will be elevated very, very high, and all the semblances of the Yetzer Hara will be eliminated from the body. It's going to be totally cleansed. Actually, this comes into, gets reconciled very well into the Zohar Kadosh as well, because in a different place, the Zohar Kadosh teaches that in the world to come, there's going to be stages, and the body, because of the levels of Tahara, right, the cleansing that's going to happen to the body, it's going to go higher and higher as time goes along. There's going to be stages, one stage to another, more elevation, more sanctity, and the body's going to be existing, the body, but it's going to be totally, totally sanctified without any Yetzer Hara, without any semblance of that filth of the Yetzer Hara left over at all. So as time goes along, right, we have times of Mashiach, then we have Olam Haba, we have elevation after elevation, one step after another. Little by little, it's going all going up. So we're talking about different stages, it seems. There's no contradiction between the Gemara and the Zohar Kadosh. Chazak u'baruch, and have a great day.